everyone, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to be showing you a pretty simple neutral look for every day, and that is what I like to do is keep it soft and natural looking most of the time. Not to say I won't get kind of bold sometimes with colors, lips, eyes, all that good stuff. So I am going to go ahead and pull out everything from my drawer here and get situated. Scoot back in here. I'm kind of talking soft because my daughter's sleeping and I don't want to wake the little one up, so I'm just gonna keep it down. All right, so every single time I start, whenever you're seeing me do my makeup, I have a face moisturizer on my skin or a balm or oil. Okay, so I've already done that portion of my skincare routine to prep my face, so I'm gonna apply some primer here, First Base primer. And I'm just gonna do 2 light spritzes today. It's in the afternoon here in Phoenix, and it's pretty wild outside right now. It's really windy, and the clouds are rolling in. I'm thinking it might rain. So it's kind of a nice break. I love to see the rain, but the wind is really crazy. There's some branches breaking off in my backyard right now, which is kind of crazy. Okay, so I just let that dry for a minute, and then I'm gonna go ahead and move on to get started with my Botanical foundation. And for those of you who aren't familiar with LimeLight by Alcone, here's the foundations. These come individually, or you can purchase multiples in a set, and they come in these individual palettes here, and then you can move them into a bigger palette if that's what you like to do. So I like to have everything here for when I'm doing other people's makeup as well, so I don't have to fumble around and look for a specific shade. Okay, so here we have Ivory. This is a light shade. This is a Gina Beige. This is another light shade. This is Shinto 1 and Shinto 2, Olive 1 and Olive 2. So for me, I typically do a mix of the Olive and Shinto. I kind of like a combination of the two. And then the Botanical foundation has amazing coverage. This has 50% pigmentation, whereas other foundations will have about 18 to 23% pigmentation. And what that means is that you're going to be getting way more coverage for what you're buying, okay, with this. And this is also the same foundation as RCMA and the Research Council Makeup Association. So they're a pro brand, and this is the same exact foundation, and lots of pro makeup artists use this. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of my foundation on my brush and just start applying it. And this has some really good coverage. I really like this brush for it. I also have a Blenderful, a blending bud, which works really well too. That gives amazing coverage. And I actually had a little bit of lip stuff on, so I'm just gonna get that off real quick too, so that I can kind of go over this and not worry about getting the lip stuff on my brush. Okay, so already you can see this coverage and how well it's covering up this redness and this over here on my face. And then I'm going to grab a little bit of Olive 2 to add a little bit of that darker color that I want. So you can see how well that is covering up the redness on my face. And just kind of buffing this in, okay? Okay, now I gotta hit up that forehead a little bit. And try to keep the forehead relaxed when I'm doing this. Whoops. Keep the hair out of there too. Okay. So there's my foundation. And as you can see, that matches my skin tone pretty well. I do have kind of oily skin, so you're going to see I'm kind of glowing underneath. It's a natural glow. So that was the foundation. Now I am going to just pop on just a little bit of foundation. And this is our waterproof foundation. This stuff is amazing. So I'm going to use concealer 2, and I'm just going to use that up here in the eyelids, and I'm using this pretty much as a primer for my eyeshadow that I'm going to be applying, okay? And that's just a touch lighter than my natural skin tone, and it gives it a nice smooth base for my eyeshadow. Okay, and I'm not gonna worry about under the eye a lot. I don't have, a lot of bags under my eye, which is really surprising because I didn't sleep at all last night. So that's why I've got the big coffee here, because I couldn't sleep last night. I was just too excited. I don't know. Like, ever since I've joined LimeLight, I've just been pushing and pushing and pushing and trying to get my business off the ground. And I mean, it's happening, but it's like my brain just won't shut off about it. Like, whatever I'm doing, it's always on my mind. Okay, so concealer is on the eyelids. And now what you want to do with the concealer is you want to set that with your powder, because that is, that's what we want to do. We want to set it. So I'm just going to set it with this translucent powder, and I'm using kind of a dome angle brush, and I'm just like picking up some of the powder there and then like basically patting that on, okay? And then over here, whoopity boo. Boop-a-dee-boo. Okay. And actually, I'm just gonna add a little bit of powder to my life here, because I feel like I'm a little shiny today. A little shiny. Okay. So today, I've been using this Lottie palette like almost every day. So, and this has gorgeous colors, so I'm just gonna go ahead and show you how I use the Lottie palette for a neutral, I almost said a naughty eye, but I meant a neutral eye. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna show you, my brush situation here. Okay, so I'm gonna use, oops, that's not the brush that I want. So I want a pretty fluffy brush for my first layer of eyeshadow. And so for my first eyeshadow, I'm gonna use this bigger, because this is pretty much gonna go all over the lid. And I feel like I need to be wearing a hair clip because my hair is kind of driving me up the wall right now with, here we go, here's a pencil. So I'm just gonna throw my hair up real quick because it's kind of driving me crazy how I keep having to mess with that, okay? So just put that back. Just for the moment. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this color right here. This is a kind of a medium brown. There's no shimmer, so it's a matte. This one is called Dee Dee, I believe, so I'm going to pick up some of that, just a little bit, goes a long way, and then tap that off on my hand. Ooh, that was thunder. Thunder, thunder. Okay, so I'm just going to start applying this one. Now, if I wanted to get super precise, you can put a piece of like a little bit of tape right here to get that real crisp line right there, but I'm not even going to do that right now because this is just going to be a simple look that everybody can do in a relatively short period of time. Okay, now I'm going to go over the other eye and get some color. And this again, I'm just kind of going back and forth. I'm doing a pretty good job of going all over the lid, all the way, almost all the way up to that under the brow there, but I'm leaving just a little blank space there for me to either touch, do a little bit of highlighting with a lighter and most certainly shimmery color, okay? So I think that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to move on to my next color, and for this one I'm going to go in with this brown here. I think this is Lament. I could be mistaken. I'm pretty sure that's Lament though. Okay, and this one is a bronzy shimmer, and that is just, it's a gorgeous color. Like if I just touch that on my finger, look at that shimmer there. Like, ooh, that is so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a smaller brush here for this color. Now I'm gonna show you the difference here. You see this one here? This one I did all over the lid with that color. Now I'm gonna go a little darker with a smaller brush. Still pretty fluffy, so I'm gonna get a, you know, good amount of pigment there. So I'm just gonna touch that on, and then tap, and then start to work that color on over here. And I'm just using this this E25 brush, and this is a Sigma E25 brush, and I love this brush. It just works so well right there for me. That's all I have is really I'm using my LimeLight vegan brushes and then my Sigma brushes, which I have, which I love. I love them all. I love them all. I'm obsessed with makeup brushes. I just feel like you can never have enough brushes. There's a brush for every specific thing that I want to do, so gotta have them all. Not really, because I could end up having like hundreds of brushes, which would be amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so with that, I'm just, okay, this one is kind of like a fun pointy, I'm gonna use this one for blending. This one I like to keep really clean, and I like to go in and just do a light blend with this one to blend in those two colors together, okay? And I just do a super light grip here, like just barely holding on, And I liken it to chopsticks because a lot of people, when they're trying to learn to use chopsticks, they're like death grip on the chopstick, but you really just, it's just a super light, like holding it there, and then I'm just moving my arm without even applying a lot of pressure there, you see? Okay, so again, just gonna clean up, clean up, clean up, clean up. Okay, so I'd say that's pretty well blended. Whenever I'm doing my makeup, my nose starts to itch. Like, I don't know what it is. Okay, so what do I want to do now? So now I'm going to go in a little bit darker here. I'm going to go in, I'm sticking with the browns here. This is Tallulah. It's a dark brown. I like to use this in my brows, and I like to use it as an under eyeliner, liner up here, and just to add a little bit more color into the little corner there. So I'm going to pick up my pencil brush here. You can see that brush. And I'm just gonna touch that on, kind of on the point here, and I'm gonna add a little bit, almost like a liner. And I'm just doing that at the lash line. I'm going to stop over here at the outer corner. Okay, and a lot of times, if you watch my videos, you know that I love eyeliner. I love eyeshadow as eyeliner. I like eyeliner too, but I really like eyeshadow for eyeliner. It just, I feel like it goes a long way. The eyeshadow is just so multi-purpose, and we have so many, so why not? Why not play two different things with it? Okay. So there you can see my eyeliner there. I'm not gonna do the bottom with the dark brown. Actually, I am. Scratch that. I'm gonna just do, I'm gonna use a liner brush here. You see, let's see, can you see that right there? Okay, that's super thin. Now I use this one in my eyebrows, and then this is a brow tamer. So we have our eyebrow and my brow tamer that you can brush out here. And so I'm gonna grab the same color, Tallulah, the dark color. Just touch. Just touch that on. Just woke up. Hi, sweet love. Hi. Sweet love. This is P. She's such a sweetheart. Did you just wake up and Mama wasn't there? I'm sorry. Yeah, is that Mama's makeup? Okay, so this is life. So I just did the bottom lashes and the bottom under eye with that little brow pencil, and so what I'm going to do now is, I'm going to try and finish this look real quick with Miss P, which can be a challenge. Okay, sweetheart. Okay. Do you want to color with your own brushes? You want to color with your own brushes? Okay, we're going to come back and finish this video another time. So, if you like this video so far, even though we didn't get to finish it today, I will certainly be on another time and finish this look with you. I am so thankful, as always, for your company and joining me. Please subscribe, like this video, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.